Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today in this video I will be flipping through my self journal that I used in the second quarter, which is from April to June. Before I proceed, if you need any information about this self journal, do look into the description box below where I'll provide some links to previous videos I've made about this journal. Let's proceed with the flip through. So this one over here, as you can see, is the self-journal coral color. It's a little bit stained from me dragging across the table or surfaces, so it catches on dirt really easily because it's linen cover. And then this elastic band has served me really well because it does puff out a little bit. I use stickers to decorate, so that's why it's puffing out like this. First page over here, nothing has changed. I added a little bit of a craft that my daughter gave to me, so I just stuck it over here. Now my bucket list that I made on this 13-week bucket list, a lot of them I managed to achieve within the time frame of this quarter. The ones that I did not mark, obviously I did not achieve it or I decided not to pursue it. So I really like this system where I get to list down all the things I want to do within the 3 months, and then there's a space over here to check it and write the date that it was completed. It's a really nice layout. And then here we have the Best Self benchmark, where you sort of assess yourself in these categories during the beginning stage of this planner, and that's what I did. For my 13-week goal, there are 3 pages. So there's 1, 2, 3 pages that you can do a goal for each. So the goal that I listed was lose weight. And then this one was my trip to Malaysia to attend a wedding and visit family. And then this one is to celebrate my daughter's birthday, whether it was a birthday party or just, to celebrate it. I needed some time to think and plan, so that's why it's one of the goals. So this layout over here, it was really difficult for me because my weight would not budge, and I could not really make the milestones for this one, at least. This one over here, it really helped in my planning on my family vacation. So all those things I wanted to hit, I managed to do it. And I would say that this is the only goal so far that I managed to achieve to completion. And then this one, my daughter's birthday. Originally I wanted to hold a birthday party for her, but due to financial constraints, I ended up just having a simple one, a private birthday party at our house. So most of it I managed to sort of like accomplish, except for holding a party where she gets to invite her friends. Okay, this one is the habit tracker section. I really love this part of the self journal, and I think this is one of the things or one of the reasons that won me over. So here they gave 3 pages of habit tracker, so 1 for each month. And I really like doing all this markings, how it looks after I mark it, and then at the end of the month I get to see what kind of pattern it makes. So that is that. And then for this month page, I used it to do my YouTube channel scheduling. So I plan out my videos that I want to create, film, and upload during that particular month. And then I list it over here. And then I created this tracker for each of the video, and all of this represents this. So it's really fun to sort of like glance every now and then to see whether I'm still on track, and then if there's any changes I would just do an adjustment. But thankfully I did not have to do any adjustments, and that's how I like the look of it. Clean, there's no cancellations or whatever. Same goes with May. And then because I was going to Malaysia in June, I had to sort of speed things up a little bit and do filming in advance. So I managed to do that for June and as well as July. And I really like that I had the time to actually do all that because it was a real rush. And by the time I came back from my family vacation, I really did not have the mood to actually do anything except to unpack, unwind, and try to get back into the job search mode. But anyways, I love the fact that the self journal has this month page, and for my next planner I'm hoping not this third quarter but maybe like next year. So this one is the second quarter. The third quarter I'm actually using this Peppier Wellness Journal that does not have a month page. So what I did was I had to print out a paper like this to work on separately. So it's a real bummer that Peppier does not have that, but I made do with it. So that's July, and they actually had 4 months worth of monthly page, so that way I could plan in advance. And here we have the weekly planning. So every week there are weekly pages like this, so it's all grouped together before the daily pages. So we have 13 weeks worth of these weekly spreads. I really like this weekly layout only because it allows me to plan my objectives, plan the tasks that I plan to accomplish or work on for that week, and then I'll check it off just like over here. And then over here it doesn't really work for me, and I'll tell you why in a bit when I go to the daily pages. But essentially this was just a waste of time for me. Whenever I average out the numbers, it does not really mean anything to me, and I'll tell you why later on. Weekly reflection is good. I like to summarize all the good things or bad things that happened during the week, and then what I've accomplished, and then what can I fix for the following week. So it keeps me on task for the goal that I'm trying to achieve within that month, and it really helps. I really like these weekly planning pages. So what I did also is minimal decoration. So you can see here I chose to decorate just like below the spots. Sometimes I do have areas where I decorate around here. So let's see if I get that. So far none here. So I ended up putting a few stickers over here. And all these stickers are just random. They don't really mean any particular task. It's just random because my main goal was to use up the stickers that I have. So all of these were the sampler stickers that I have kept in a box, and I'm really glad that I'm using them up. Put them to use. A lot of them are basically what I accomplished during these weeks, and you can probably see them being reflected again on the daily pages. So I won't read them all to you right now. One of the downside of this markings over here is that I could not begin on the right week when I started this planner. So let me go backtrack to the first week. So here I had a problem of when exactly to start. I really wanted to start on Monday because here it's listed as Monday, and April does not start on a Monday. So I had to move it to the second week. So actually it's not week 1 but actually week 2, and this one did not sync, it did not match as well. And when this happened, this did not match with the daily page tracking here. So it's a bummer, and I hope that they could fix it eventually, because that was a problem for me when I started this journal. I did not know when to start it. For the daily pages, which I'm flipping onto here right now, I started almost immediately on the 1st. So it's a Saturday, as you can see over here, so basically the end of the week. And it did not make sense for me to start the 1st on a Saturday. Where's my first page? Over here. So can you imagine all the wasted space if I had started the 1st of April over here, just for the sake of making it match to the week 1? It did not make sense to me, so that's why I started on the 3rd instead. Now the first day, this was my very first daily spread on this planner, and it took me some time to figure out how I want to decorate it. And eventually I got the pattern down and I enjoyed decorating this planner. The only thing that I did not use for this daily spread is the owlie. I did not use it for scheduling of any sort other than to put in my meals, maybe a little bit like library anniversary, but honestly it was wasted space for me. Here there's a section for grateful, being grateful, and then the goal, and then today's targets that I aim to accomplish out of my task, and then what will make today great. And then here, this space, I used it to put down my list, my checklist for the day, as well as to track my water. This habit tracker, whether I have made my marking on the monthly habit tracker, and then my mood, and then the score. So the score over here, it's basically to see if, you know, what you put over here is basically what you aim to do, and if it did not, what would the score be. So here is 8 out of 10, and then this is 8 out of 10 of this list I made over here. So you write the score on this table over here, and then you average it out just to give you an idea of whether you did good or not for that week. So this numbering system does not do anything for me, to be honest, especially when this part over here is this, which I don't utilize fully. So it's always going to be like a 10 out of 10, you know, because I just put meals. So that does not do anything for me. So here I basically use the Happy Planner stickers for the majority of this planner, and I think I used quite a bit of stickers, and I'm quite surprised that the chunkiness is not as much as I expected it to be, but that's a good thing. Only because I think this is a hardcover, so it helped to compress everything down. I like this spread balance of flowers and leaves and words. I'm just gonna quickly flip until I see something that needs to be said. So here I was basically just focusing on applying for jobs. Lice was detected in the daycare. So my daughter used to have lice before, and then, you know, she got over it, and then the daycare had a lice situation again, and they said that my daughter might have it, so I had to take her home. But luckily I still have a little bit of the shampoo left, and I applied it on her, and she was able to go back the next day. Hey, time spent completing library bingo and saw a night heron. Oh, that was nice. So my local library has a bunch of trees in front, and one of the bingo challenge is to spot a night heron that's up in the tree, and I managed to spot it. And it's quite a big bird too. I don't know if you're familiar with this type of bird. If you look it up, you'll be able to see. This one, I really like this effect over here. Kind of reminds me of makeup. Here, this spread is okay. I'm not a fan of yellow, if you know me by now. And then this one, I like how it looks. Able to observe a killdeer. Oh, this was nice. My neighborhood has a park nearby, and there are also walk paths or trails along the houses. And one spot has this open area with a bunch of pebbles and such. And I spotted a couple of killdeer with its cheeks. And I took a video and a bunch of photos of it. It was really, really nice. By now, of course, they're no longer there. They might have flown away by now, but it was a really, really nice chance that I actually spotted a killdeer. I love this spread because it's colorful, and it's also my favorite character in the Happy Planner sticker books. This was just an okay decoration. I like the colors though. I like the color. And then here we went to Japantown, San Francisco. It was a nice time. Pretty simple decoration using flowers. I like this one because of the foil. This one is pretty okay, I think. Here, I like the combination of the colors. It made everything cohesive. I like this one as well. I made sure I chose the same kind of color just to make everything look cohesive. We went for a trolley tour around the neighborhood. So our neighborhood, I think every year maybe, or every few years, when there's some sort of a new housing development they're trying to sell the houses and stuff, they have this trolley tour, and it was happening on this day. And so we decided to just, you know, join the trolley tour, even though we're not really gonna buy any house. We checked out a few houses that's in the neighborhood, and then we walked around the area. It was tiring, but it was fun. Here, let's see, time spent packing, party favors. Oh yeah, since she's not having a birthday party, we were still preparing the party favor bags for her friends at daycare and the school. So it was really fun. At least she got to celebrate it with her friends that way. And they really did get a lot of stuff. Let's see, delicious 7-layer salad meal. I really like this salad. You know, it makes it taste nice, even though, you know, it's a lot of mayo. But I really like it. So maybe I should try and make it again this day. Let's see, I like this color, the color of the flowers. Let's see what else here. It's a little bit muted down, but I chose the colors because, you know, the flowers were like that, so didn't really have any choice. But so it's okay. Oh, I won a $100 Amazon gift card. So the trolley tour that I went, they were also doing this raffle thing, and me and my husband, we signed up for it, and I got the gift card. Oh, so I've heard rumors about this turkey that showed up in our neighborhood, and I really wanted to see this turkey. So I've been looking around, you know, walking around, trying to see if I can actually find a turkey. And one day it just came walking right up to our house. And I just communicated with it by playing a video from YouTube, a turkey call. So I was playing that out loud, and the turkey actually replied back. Time spent with family during hike and dinner. We went to Coyote Hills Park for hiking, and it was really fun actually. It wasn't too hot, although we were exposed to the sun and all that. But yeah, it wasn't too hot, and we got a good workout out of that. Here, I really like this picture. I made a scene out of the stickers that I took from the winter sticker book, so I really like that. Here is some summer vibe. Here I made it really simple. Time to film all the videos. Oh yeah, I was getting really motivated to finish filming everything and scheduling videos to be uploaded, or, you know, get publicized on my channel, so that, you know, I can relax and prepare for the trip. I like these flowers. I really like the blue-gray color in these stickers. Oh yeah, I don't have to do jury duty, so then I was released from it, so that was good news. This one's just so for me. And then here is color of the fall is purple, you can see. So this day is her birthday. We went to a sushi boat restaurant to celebrate as well. She really liked that. I believe this one is for the Hero's Journal. I ordered 2 planners. One was the leather one, and then the other one was the pink one, which is this one that I have over here. So anyways, there was some issues with one of the cover because it had holes along the edging, and the black leather planner was not the blue smoky effect cover that I expected that was seen on the website, so they told me to keep it, and I got a replacement for the other one, which was nice. I really like the font or the style script of these letters. So this day I got the drive to repot the bromeliads, aloe vera, and then to take out its pups and relocate the succulents. So I really got into gardening this day. So I can't believe it was just like, let's see, 2 months ago. Yeah, I got into the gardening craze. And when I finished my gardening, seeing things coming along, it's really fulfilling. So I'm really hoping that my succulents and my efforts, they paid off, and hopefully they'll survive summer. On this day, I spent touring with my husband at a water treatment plant. That was interesting and fun. I like this layout here, this decoration, I mean. The colors, I kept it two-tone. So I propagated the succulents when I was doing the rearranging, and it was getting overgrown. The leaves has grown further apart, so I had to cut off and remove leaves and stuff. So I started a propagation thing with the leaves, and by this time the leaves have already grown babies, and I'm really excited about it. So hopefully in a few months time I will get pots and pots of new succulents. $10 off coupon at Lowe's, allowing me to buy pots. It wasn't much, $10 off, given the fact that I had to buy a bunch for my expanding garden, but still, I like the fact that I had the coupon. And then Esri helped me with the gardening. She arranged all those leaves on the tray full of soil for me. There was a free class at a local library, so I decided to take a succulent class at a local library. Some of the stuff that the person mentioned in the class was not what I learned on the videos on YouTube. So I'm kind of doubtful as to some of the things that she said. But anyway, when it comes to gardening, you have to actually experiment it yourself. Then you will know who is right. I like this layout, simple. A time to appreciate Esri's musical performance. So she had some sort of band performance. She takes this music class where she gets to play instruments like keyboard, guitar, singing. So this time around she was doing the keyboard, and it was held at a high school somewhere, and we attended it. So she had fun. So this one is a cookout at her school, a barbecue cookout. I like this layout only because there's like this pastel pinks and purples going on here. This one I had a lot of tasks, but I managed to do most of it, so I was really proud of myself. Being able to spend time with Esri at the book fair and see what interests her. So I went to her school, they were having some sort of book fair, and I spent some time with her to go look around for books, and she came home with I think 2 books and slime. Yeah, she really liked that pink slime. Okay, finished filming that other video. This was like a normal day for me, I think. This is our mini vacation. We do have a mini family vacation to Kubla Khan, which is like about 40 minutes away from our house. It was a really fun time for us. It's like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday kind of event, and she gets to play with board games. I mainly spend time with her, accompanying her during these sessions. My husband would go off with his brother. They host this werewolf sessions, so they are more involved in this Kubla Khan than I am. But anyway, I did have a lot of fun time during this Kubla Khan. It gives me some time away from home and to enjoy Kubla Khan with my daughter. Let's see, the time I have to play and read. Let's see. Oh, these are the times when I stickered the pages in advance so I could bring it with me to Kubla Khan. So here I listed down the games that I played. And then what we did, these are the games that we played. And then we ate at Shabu Shabu and Teaspoon on the last day. That was in a neighboring town right across the highway. And that mini vacation came to a close, and then I had to continue shopping for the next trip. Lots of purchases going on, but it had to be done. Otherwise, I have no clothes for the wedding, church wedding and wedding dinner. So I needed to buy some clothes for myself and for my daughter. Okay, I like the green foiling of this one. This is the time where I use more of the floral stickers. I like the green color of this one. We went to Home Depot to do wood crafting with her. She built a putting field, a golf putting field. Yeah, I like this one, especially the foil. These are the gift cards for winning first and second place in poster and essay contest. So we signed her up for this poster and essay contest in our city, and she won first and second place. And for that, she gets gift cards. So it was a total of $40 from Target. So let me correct this because I spelled Avatar wrong. There's an R over there. So Avatar 2 is on Max, previously known as HBO Max. And Ezri's teeth is mostly okay except 2 have cavities. Oh, so I went to take her to the dentist, and the dentist said that she has 2 upper back molars with cavities, so she has to get that done. In fact, as I'm filming this, she actually had it done, one side of it last week. So it wasn't too traumatic. I thought maybe she would be crying over the injection, but she did not. So I'm really proud of her. I went for my own doctor appointment, and I took some blood tests because I was complaining about, feeling a little bit dizzy sometimes, and I was worried about because my high blood pressure was high. So the doctor ordered some blood work to be done, and all came back normal. So I'm really happy about that. So I was still worried about the high blood pressure. I ended up ordering blood pressure monitor. So this is what I'm using, and so far it's been reading normal. I'm really thinking it's because that day I was actually walking really fast, drinking a lot of water, rushing to and from the restroom to the clinic, and I was really, working myself up, and the readings must have been affected. So I was also wearing tight pants. I don't know, could be a bunch of different reasons, but anyway, I went for a follow-up. By now I've gone for a follow-up and it came back normal. So but I'm still going to monitor my blood pressure every now and then, and luckily everything is still normal. I'm trying to keep myself active cardio wise, so I'm gonna take a lot of frequent walks here. And then I shared my news about my high blood pressure with my family because it runs in the family, and they told me that sometimes the readings it's a little bit higher when it's at the doctor's place than at home, and it's pretty normal for them. So I felt calmer when I heard about that. So motivation to exercise and focus on improving. Yep, doing a lot of that. And I got the package. My high blood pressure monitor came, and I checked my BP. Everything was normal. Day with good relatively BP readings. I was thankful for that. Feeling healthier, clearer in the head. Sometimes I think it's being paranoid. Sometimes I worry about things and I make it happen. Have you ever had that happen to you? I think that's what happened. Watering system. So I was also trying to do a watering system for the plants while I was away for the upcoming trip. And it's this container of water, and then you put like strings that's connected to the potted plants, and somehow the water will travel along the string into that plant. So it actually worked, but after a few hours, I noticed that the soil was getting too wet too quickly. So I ended up narrowing down to a few plants, particularly the bromeliads, because I think they were in a pot that dries out pretty fast, and I was worried that they would dry out and die while I was gone for 10-11 days. So I ended up putting the watering system for just those bromeliad pups. And then the next day I found a unicorn kite on the way home from my walk. It was a really lucky find, I guess, because my daughter happens to like unicorns and she's been wanting to get a unicorn kite. I shared it with my neighborhood community page as well as another one, and then nobody has replied, so I guess this is ours. She gets to fly it, and it's a big kite too. Managed to pack finished luggages. Ooh, so our trip is actually on the next day. Well, technically on the 20th, because it's happening at 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. I managed to finish packing my luggage, and then this whole day I spent double checking stuff, making sure that the weights are under control. Oh, on the way to the airport, we called, I think it was Lyft. We called Lyft to take us to the airport, and the car was really comfortable. It has headrest, backrest, comfortable for other people except for me, because I got motion sickness. For whatever reason, maybe because the height of the headrest was not right, my view was blocked, aircon was not blowing right, the fan was not blowing right, I was feeling stuffy. It was horrible, but luckily I arrived at the airport without throwing up, and I took the motion sickness pill right after that. Luckily the flight was okay. Finally arrived on, let's see, there's some missing dates only because, you know, I had no time to actually plan in my planner. The trip, the flight is about, I want to say maybe 18-19 hours total, and I spent the time just trying to relax, you know, not get motion sickness and everything. On the 21st we arrived, and this is on the 22nd, the next day. This is the list of food, the local food that I ate. And then here another one. I'm documenting all the food that I've not eaten for quite some time. I want to say 8 years now, and it was really satisfying to be able to eat those food again, because it's not easy to come by. We spent some time with my family. Today's the 24th. This is the day of the wedding. So we went to, I checked in at the hotel on this day, and then the next day was the wedding. So in the morning was the church wedding, and then at night was the wedding dinner at the hotel that we checked in. So that was an eventful day. The weather was horrible for me. I mean, you would think that I'm comfortable in this weather, but after years of not being back in Malaysia, I guess my body was not used to the weather anymore, and it was hot, humid. I couldn't stop sweating. And my daughter, who likes to hug me a lot or be near me a lot, she creates a lot of heat, so I just felt even worse. So I had to tell her to move aside, you know, move away, don't be near me, because I just couldn't stand the heat. And I've been taking a lot of baths, cold baths, and that helped. But the moment I step out of the bathroom, I'm sweating again. I at least enjoyed the time when I was staying at the hotel room where everything is AC. So we went to Langkawi on this day, and Langkawi was a fun, enjoyable time. We had dinner at a Thai restaurant. We eat at Ding Tai Fung at the airport. So basically pao and dumplings. And then the next day we went on the Sky Cable, visited the 3D art gallery where we took lots of pictures. And then we went to Chenang Beach, and then we went on a night walk at Dream Langkawi. It was fun. Then the next day we went on a mangrove tour, so we're on a boat, and then we go along the river checking out a bunch of animals, eagles, bats. And then in the evening I think that was the highlight of our entire Langkawi trip. My brother-in-law hired a yacht for the party that was at Langkawi. We went on the yacht and everybody got to enjoy jumping to the sea. I could not because I was having my period. Bummer. But it was really, really enjoyable to watch my daughter and everybody else enjoying the yacht and the sea. Dinner was on the yacht as well. A really, really memorable time. Okay, here. So I did have a bunch of pages left, but because I skipped a few days and let's see, 28. So by the time I came home, I was not in the mood to plan. So this is all the leftover pages that I did not plan in. Even though it's like wasted page, but I think at least it's just 4 pages and not like the whole planner. Okay, here is a 13-week reflection page. I basically did not accomplish my weight loss. I did my Malaysian trip. There's no party, so I'm like 80%. So here I couldn't lose more weight, ate more greens, ended up did not have a birthday party, did not change computer power supply, did not get a job yet, didn't have time to rework investments, did not receive back Ezri's birth certs. By now we've already received it, so luckily I don't have to worry about that anymore. Did not check out more than one little library, so did not have the motivation to drive around looking for this little library. Here is another benchmark reevaluation by the end of this 3 months. So here might have blood pressure, but I do not really have abnormal blood pressure, thank goodness. Yeah, I'm not gonna read through this. Yeah, it's nothing much. I didn't decorate anything. And here are, moving forward, the things that you would do, keep doing, improve on, start doing, stop doing. I did not do anything. Did not list anything here. Who should you thank? My family, and also from Facebook group on advice. And I'm not gonna flip through all this, but I did sort of like fill in the pages with things that I was planning. This is my health log, blood pressure log that I kept. As you can see, this is the time before the family vacation trip. It was reading pretty normal, so I'm thankful for that. And the index page, I did not use that much since it was just these last pages at the back over here. I probably could use and list the note pages if I was using it to write notes and list it down here, but if I was to do that, the note pages, there are a lot of it, and this index page wouldn't have been enough. But anyway, that's besides the point because I didn't use it. Here I just kept a bunch of my daughter's craft that she gave to me. I can toss this, it's not important anymore. And that is the end of my flip through. So my summary of this planner is, you know what, I really enjoyed using this planner. It really kept me on task, especially the goals part. So I really like this. It allows me to brainstorm what I want to accomplish for the 3 months and just list it down over here. And then I like this 3-page goal instead of just one per every month and then, you know, another one just like the passion planner has it. I like it that they group it together so I can just have 3 goals instead of 1 for every month, and I can choose in between those. And I have to work on maybe this one, but we'll see. And I really like the habit tracker over here instead of doing it in my bullet journal. And then I have the monthly pages, which is really helpful for scheduling my videos, planning out my videos. And I really like these pages as well. So, you know, all in all, compared to Passion Planner, I really love the self journal. And thankfully, I actually have another self journal. So the story behind this, I'll briefly mention it, but I actually mentioned it in my other video in the description box below. So this is actually the original that I ordered, but because it came dented, see here, and I called customer service to have it replaced because it didn't come in a box. The quality is even slightly lower than this one, So I ordered the original version that they had, and this is the newer version. So anyway, I have another self journal, and I'm going to use it for the last quarter of 2023, right after the Pay Per Year Wellness Journal. So I'm really excited to be able to use this back again, and I think I will be on task on my remaining goals for the year. Can't wait to use this. So if you're thinking about using the self journal, I hope this gives you some insight on whether or not you should get it or not. And yeah, that's my flip through of the self journal. I hope you like this video. If you do give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my other videos, do consider subscribing to my channel. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.